Alright. Let's see here. Let me get my mic positioned. Alright. There's the chat there. Starts in 5 minutes. Num. Hum. Mm. 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 What? Get back on the bed. Go. No. I don't have any treats for you. Be a good boy and get back on the bed. Fine, I'll give you attention. And if anyone is wondering, yes, this is my dog. All right. Uh, just waiting for anyone who's joining me tonight. We are, of course, this is a last minute stream. I almost completely forgot about the Real Game Awards. So, hopefully, I'll get some viewers tonight. And if you're wondering, I mainly do anime reviews and I do the occasional live stream on my channel as well. Recently, I've been mainly streaming Marvel Rivals, and I've been having quite a bit of fun playing that. And I've got like I think I got like close to 6 anime I'm reviewing this season. There's going to be a couple more episodes before I do my mid-season reviews. And of course, I've got a couple anime film reviews that coming up, and I am planning on changing up some of my reviews. Well, no, I'm planning on changing up how I go about my reviews, seeing if like those. So, all right, less than 3 minutes left. All right. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Yes. All right. I have no idea. I meant to look up the nominees, but I never did. Oh well, but I'm here, so. All right. Okay. Let's go. All right. Hopefully, this award show is actually pretty good, and I will be giving my thoughts on as we're going along. And yeah, hopefully this is good, and hopefully the presentation's good, and hopefully there's some good, hopefully games that actually deserve it are going to be given awards. So, and I'm oh no, wait, scratch that. I know that Kirsha is up for um, best reporting, and I'm hoping she wins. So, yeah, I do know that award, and I'm hoping Alyssa Mercante wins the award for worst games journalist because, dear Lord, they do. Oh my gosh, they do not. Games journalists nowadays are a joke. They don't know how to play. You know what? I'm preaching to the choir. And, all right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. What's going on? The timer ran out. Ooh, waiting for side scrollers. Oh, okay. I have no idea how this is gonna go. As soon as it starts, I'll put it on full screen. I'm currently yapping right now. Um, if there are any games that I'm hoping are on here, oh gosh, I'm hoping Marvel Rivals is on here because honestly, that deserves to have best multiplayer. That game is ultimately fantastic. Um, speaking of a, gosh, um, Black Myth Wukong is probably going to be on here. Um, oh, here we go. All characters depicted and in all characters depicted in real life game awards, including those inspired by real people, are entirely fictional. This program contains strong language and content that may be not suitable for. Okay, I could not read that fast enough. All right, all right. What is the best-selling video game of all time? Minecraft. Oh no, Tetris. It is Tetris. B. What? I thought it'd be Tetris. Okay. Minecraft has sold over 238 million copies since its release in 2011. The Real Game Awards. Alright, the presentation is pretty good so far. And alright. Which game is widely considered the first video game ever created? Tennis for Two, because Pong is actually not the first video game ever created. Yep, I was right. It was for like a Magnavox Odyssey, I believe, created in 1958 by William Higginbottom. Tennis for Two used an analog computer and it. Come on, I can't read those quick enough. Okay, I like these I like these quizzes. Hold on. About that. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? Street Fighter 2, I'm guessing. Street Fighter 2? Oh, okay, Pac-Man makes sense. Released in 1980, Pac-Man earned over 3.5 billion in terms of the inflation in the card revenue market, making it the most successful arcade game ever. Okay. All right. What was the first video game to be played in outer space? B, I think it was B. Oh, okay, a Tetris. Okay, these are some obscure questions. In 1993, Russian cosmonaut Alexander Serbia brought a Game Boy loaded with Tetris to space, making it the first game to orbit. Okay, it makes a lot more sense. Tetris is a Russian-made game, so I like these questions. What was the first video game character to have a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Mario. I am just okay. That's okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. Sonic debuted as a balloon in 1993, becoming the first video game character to be featured in the famous parade. Okay. I never watched a Macy's parade, so I wouldn't have known that. These are some obscure questions. These are some obscure. In what year was World of Warcraft originally released? I've never played World of Warcraft, so I'm just going to say 2004. Blizzard's World of Warcraft. Okay, let's do that before. Quickly becoming the most popular MMORPG in history. That I do remember hearing about that. Never played it though. Alright, what's the next question? What is the name of the scientist who created Mega Man? Dr. Light, I believe that was his name. I haven't played a Mega Man game. Yeah, but I do know that. Dr. Wily's the villain. Dr. Thomas Light is the scientist who created Mega Man in the original Mega Man series, which debuted in 1987. The real Game Awards. Alright. This is definitely a much more fun pregame show than Healy's Award. What rare collectible in Animal Crossing is named after a type of Japanese doll? Tanuki. Maneki Neko. Maneki Neko. Thyroid? Okay. Are collectible feature pieces inspired by a Japanese Hanaka-bear? Hanawa-bear. Okay. Didn't know that. Alright. What was the code name for the Nintendo GameCube during development? That is easy. D. Dolphin. Revolution was the Wii, the Ultra 64 was of course the Nintendo 64, and I believe Atlas was the Super Nintendo. The GameCube was codenamed Dolphin during development. This is why its CPU was called the Flipper. That's right, I do remember hearing about that. But again, the GameCube is one of my favorite consoles of all time. The library is expensive. I'm hoping at some point those games can come down in price. What is the name of the protagonist in DSS? Adam Jensen, Paul Garrett, Adam Jensen. I guess I haven't played any of the DSX titles. JC Denton, I wouldn't know that. JC Denton is the nanotech augmented protagonist of the original DSX 2000, a groundbreaking cyberpunk RPG. In my honest opinion, a lot of those games that try to be in third, which game was the first to feature a new game plus mode? A. Chrono Trigger. was right. As I was saying, hold on. Chrono Trigger 1995 introduced a new game plus, allowing players to start a new playthrough with all their previous progress and items. That's right, because then you could play through different characters and get more of the story. As I was saying, a lot of those old first-person shooters down from the 90s, in my personal opinion, they haven't aged as gracefully as some others. What was the original name of Donkey Kong before its release? Monkey Trouble C? I think that's what it used to be called. Oh, I was right. Okay. This is fun. Okay, I like this. During development, the game was briefly called Monkey Trouble, but Nintendo decided on Donkey Kong, believing Donkey... Which, as we all know, Donkey Kong is actually an ape. He does have a tail, but everyone already knows that. Now, let's see. Alright. What was the first RPG game ever created? Dungeons and Dragons, Computer Fantasy, Colossal Cave Adventure, D? Oh, I was right. Okay. Released in 1976, Colossal Cave Adventure is considered the first RPG inspiring a later text-based and graphics RPG. Okay. That's pretty cool. Probably did not age very well because of how old it is. In terms of what consoles are, I do consider the three. Hold on. What is the name of the fictional city where BioShock is set? Oh, that's easy. Rapture. If you played BioShock, or even if you know of BioShock, that would be Rapture. That's another game that has aged really well, especially the story. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone here, but would you kindly, BioShock, the phrase, would you kindly, if you know, you know. I am not, BioShock 2 is actually a pretty good sequel, even though it wasn't very fond of it, even though people weren't. What was the first game to feature online multiplayer? Ultima Online, I think. If it's Maze War, I have not heard. I have not heard of that title. Maze War, developed in 1974. Jeez, these are going back. These are way before my time. As I was saying, the three consoles that I consider to be the best in Nintendo's lineup is the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, and the Switch. What was the first video game to be featured fully explorable 3D open world? A. What is Elite? I've not heard of that. These are going way back. Released in 1984, that's why. Elite... I can't read these! Why are they going by so fast? Alright, yeah, okay, which 8-bit console introduced the first directional pad, D-pad? Nintendo Entertainment System. No, Game & Watch. It was a Game & Watch. Okay. Nintendo Game & Watch series, yeah, so those things are like the old, Tiger handhelds. Those, yeah. Nintendo has released them here and there as collectible items through the years. I do probably want to eventually get one of those. What was the first console to include a built-in hard drive? Xbox, I believe. Yep. Alright. Nintendo's Game & Watch series introduced. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright. Okay, so far I'm impressed with this presentation. I enjoyed I enjoyed the quiz and the history lesson. So far, I like this a lot better than the other Game Awards. So far they've done a great job. All right. And so far the music's really catchy. I like the music. All right. And for anyone who's wondering, I am going to be keeping this up on YouTube as a VOD, so you can go back and watch this later on and go through all the questions if you want. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hello? Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I like this.
Get over here!
Okay, I like this.
Screw that Hollywood bullshit. This is for the fans.
Right.
Welcome to the Real Game Awards, baby.
Okay, I like that.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Real Game Awards. I'm Stuttering Craig, and I want to let you know, this is not an industry show. It's about you, the gaming community. And with that said, there's been a lot of talk about our awards show and some confusion about what it is. So let me just kind of tell you exactly what it is and what you will and won't see on tonight's show. You will not see a 4-hour show with 3 of those hours being trailers that would have been paid for to be on here. You will see several indie devs who you suggested that we wanted to feature for free. You won't see a giant industry circle jerk that just ignores all the issues that are affecting the industry.
Okay, that's
You will see a show that celebrates the best and the worst in gaming in the past year.
alright.
You won't see any awards that were voted on by the gaming media. Did you know that at Jeff Keighley's awards show, 90% of the vote, 90% goes to media outlets? That means only 10% of the vote goes to you. They don't even think you should have a vote. See?
Every single major award show is voted on by people who are within that industry. And if I'm being completely honest with you, that's how it should be.
Does that make sense? No, of course not. Which is why you will see awards that were 100% voted on by you, our voting members. You won't see any celebrity cameos, I promise you that. You will see marginally successful YouTubers that you probably have never heard of before, and regular gamers like yourself to present awards.
Okay, so
And
far,
you won't see acceptance speeches for winners because, let's be real, you don't care. You will see an award show that was built by you from the ground up. All categories, all nominees, and all voting done by you. And what I think doesn't matter. Ultimately, the Real Game Awards is a show for gamers by gamers. And with that said, I'm glad you're with us tonight. If you'd like to be a part of and maybe help grow it moving forward, head over to therealgameawards.com and consider becoming a voting member. I greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get to the awards for the first category.
Alright.
Best Story. Hey, games give us thrilling action, but others capture our hearts with unforgettable storytelling.
Alright.
Your nominees are Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord,
The only one I
and
played
Like a
on
Dragon
here is
Infinite
Unicorn
Wealth.
Overlord.
And the
if I
Real Game
nominate,
Award for Best Story goes to,
Unicorn
with 32% of your votes, Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
Hey, congrats, Game
All right.
Science.
Alright.
Presenting the award for Best MMO, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and producer at RetroWare Games, Justin Silverman.
Okay.
You might have forgotten what the MMO acronym actually stands for after all these years. Let me remind you. Massively multiplayer online. But what does it stand for emotionally? It's a bunch of strangers banding together under one banner to fight a common enemy. And sometimes each other. Just like all of you who've come together to vote on the best MMO of the year. And your nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, And Guild Awards.
I'm guessing
And the
Guild
real
Wars,
Game
too.
Award for
I'm
Best
guessing Guild
MMO
Wars,
goes
too.
to, with a massive 62% of the vote,
Okay.
Final Fantasy XIV. Wow. 4 games that launched anywhere between 14 to 24 years ago. Yeah, you guys pick nothing new, huh? I guess that makes sense. The MMO genre is a lot like a good D&D campaign. If the players are really invested and happy, and the devs are paying attention, it'll last forever. And let's hope this award show has that same kind of dedicated support. Appreciate you guys, and thanks for letting me be here.
Alright.
Presenting the award for Best Racing Game, YouTuber and professional race car driver, Camelot331.
Few genres are as
Oh,
fast-paced and adrenaline-fueled as racing games, and trust me, I know.
Honestly,
I'm a
I
professional
don't
race car
like
driver.
this guy.
I promise. Okay, it's
I
very,
don't
very
like him.
true. Okay, and usually I would
Especially
say
with
something
the
about
whole
stunning
thing with
graphics, but
him
none of your
and Rick
nominees are really
Ortega.
known for graphic powerhouses.
I don't like
They were
this
really
guy.
just built around
But
fun.
that's just a
And your
personal
nominees for
thing.
Best Racing Game are
Let's see what I
Park Garage Rally Circuit,
What?
Nightmare Kart,
What?
Victory Heat Rally.
I have
And the
not
Real
heard
Game
of any
Award
of
for
these.
Best
No,
Racing
no,
Game
Nightmare
goes
Kart.
to, with
Nightmare Kart.
54% of your vote,
I remember
Nightmare Kart.
that. I
Now
remember
look, we
that.
can't win them all, okay? Trust me, because I've won none of them, and I've never got to feel the crown on top of my head. But maybe you feel a little bit of that after this.
Now presenting the award for Biggest Cash Grab, the
Okay.
voice of a disenfranchised generation. It's a Gundam.
Sometimes it feels like the
Oh,
industry is
I
more
love
interested
him.
in our wallets than our enjoyment.
Okay,
The nominees
Gundam.
for the biggest
Good
cash
choice,
grabs
good
that
choice.
took monetization to outrageous new levels in 2024, leaving players feeling cheated.
Okay, what's
And
the
your
biggest
nominees
cash
are The Last of Us Part 2, Remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn, Remastered, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. And the Real Game Awards for biggest cash grab
Horizon
goes
Zero
to
Dawn.
Jeff Keighley for the 2024 Game Awards. Man, did he rake it in!
Can't criticize Jeff Keighley.
Well, 49% of your
Oh,
vote went to
okay.
The Last of Us Part 2
Actually, that
Remastered.
makes a
Take
lot more
that,
sense.
Neil Druckmann, you dickbag.
All right, thanks, Papa Gundam. All right, let's hand out that Real Game Award for the best sports game. And your nominees are NCAA College Football 25, Rocket League, WWE 2K24, and Harry Potter.
Yes,
What?
he-
Okay, sounds good. The Real Game Award for best sports game goes to, with 51% of your votes,
okay,
Rocket
good.
League.
Rocket League.
Congrats,
Good.
guys.
Good.
All right, as I mentioned throughout the Real Game Awards, we wanted to feature some amazing indie games and developers because guess what? Indie developers, they need as much love as they can possibly get. I mean, we're talking solo devs and small teams that are creating just amazing games, some that kick the shit out of AAA titles that have massive budgets. These games have heart and are driven by teams with passion, and that is exactly why we love games to begin with. The best part about this, they don't even know they're going to be featured on our show tonight, which is part of the fun. Let's check out the trailer for our first indie title, Abathor. Abathor!
Okay. Oh, it's a side scroller. Okay. Reminds me a lot of Castlevania. Where's the Symphony of Night? Okay.
Presenting the award for Husbando of the Year, Crazy Fox Lady VTuber Kirsha.
Hi. I'm Kirsha, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award. Whether they were the ultimate ally, a charismatic leader, or just plain swoon-worthy, the nominees for Husbando of the Year showed us what true loyalty and charm looks like in 2024. And your nominees are Kazuma Kiryu, Barrett Wallace, Broly, and Ichiban Kasuga. And the Real Game Award for Husbando of the Year, with 41% of your vote, goes to Barrett Wallace! I have got to respect a himbo who likes guns so much he grafts one right onto his frickin' arm. I really hope he takes it off at bedtime, though. Things could get awkward real fast if he's got a hair trigger and no safety. But seriously, a stand up for his principles, loyal till the end kind of guy, a loving father, and a beefcake? What more could you want in a husbando? Definitely a deserved win for our guy, Barrett.
Presenting the award for Waifu of the Year, producer for Nerdrotic and co-host of Poor Choices and Saucy Saturdays, X-Ray Girl.
Okay.
Fierce, brilliant, and unforgettable. Waifus hold a special place in our hearts.
Okay, I like
the
these
nominees
categories.
for Waifu of the
I like
Year
these categories
were the
a lot.
perfect companions for our adventures in 2024. And your nominees are Eve, Tifa, Bernice, Juliet, and the Real Game Award for Waifu of the Year goes
Tifa.
to,
I'm gonna have to go with Tifa.
with 49% of your votes,
Okay, of course it's Eve.
Eve.
Okay.
And in all honesty, I enjoyed playing Stellar Blades so much, so I am so glad that Eve won. Oh my gosh, I played that game even twice. So, very happy that she is the
When the
waifu
game does
of the
come
year.
out to PC,
Presenting the award for Best Third-Person Shooter, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Alec Baldwin's Finger.
Third-person shooters combine strategic gameplay with immersive action.
Okay, I like
The
his
nominees
background.
for Best Third-Person Shooter brought us precision, teamwork, and thrills
Okay.
from over-the-shoulder perspectives in 2024.
Okay.
And your nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter are Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, The First Descendant, and Earth Defense Force 6. And your
I'm going
winner
for Space
of Best
Marine 2.
Third-Person Shooter goes to, with 52% of your
Yeah.
vote, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2. The Warhammer developers said they wanted to make a fun game and deserved to win this award.
That's point in
For
the
more
back.
gaming content, please check out my personal YouTube channel, Alec Baldwin's Finger.
Let's see. We got a retro, virtual board in the back, and a Stadia controller.
Presenting the award for Best FPS is the excellence of elocution and author of Gothic Western Ghost of the Badlands, Razor Fist.
First-person shooters put us directly in the action, giving us pulse-pounding gameplay, intense firefights, and unforgettable multiplayer moments like being called the Hard R over an Xbox headset. The nominees for Best FPS set the standard for the genre in 2024. And your nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6,
I'm
RoboCop
guessing Stalker
Rogue
2.
City,
I'm guessing Stalker 2.
Stalker 2,
Or RoboCop.
Heart of
Either one
Chernobyl.
of those
And
two.
the Real Game Award for Best FPS goes to, for the 1,000th time, oh, I'm sorry, wrong Game Awards. With 53% of your vote, RoboCop Rogue City. Gosh, that's a shame. And just when we were about to enter Black Ops History Month. Well, congratulations, Robo, and
that was so
stay
bad.
out of trouble.
That was so bad.
Now, we all know in 2024 there were some stupid decisions made by a lot of dumb companies in the gaming space, like Ubisoft's entire year. But we're not going to give an award to them this year. Who knows? Maybe next year you'll want to make it a category or something. This year it's all about the best companies who went above and beyond to deliver great games, support their communities, and show what gaming companies can achieve when they prioritize you. It's such a simple process. It's ridiculous. Your nominees for Best Company are From Software, Shift Up, Team Asobi, and Saber Interactive.
Oh, this is hard.
And the Real Game
From
Award
Software.
for Best Company goes to,
From Software.
with 49% of
Yep.
your votes, From Software. Congrats, guys. And now let's take a look at the best fighting game. Your nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Tekken 8, and Under Night in Birth 2. And the Real Game Award for Best Fighting Game goes to, with 51% of your vote, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Here's another trailer for a great indie title by Altered Orbit Studios. You ever heard of them? Probably not, which is why we wanted to feature them. That's exactly the point of this. It's a trailer for a brand new original shooter inspired by classics, featuring thrilling set pieces, destructibility, smart enemies, and a fleshed out story taking place with an immersive game world. This is Sulaco, or Celico. I don't really know how to say it.
I've heard of this. It's really good. This is a good game. Although I do kind of want to wait till they finish, because from my understanding, it's
Presenting the award for Best Multiplayer Experience, composer, audio director, and sound designer known for his work on the Myth series, Oni, the Halo series, and Destiny, Marty O'Donnell.
Okay.
Hello, and thanks for having me on the big show. You know, multiplayer games bring us together, and whether it's through competitive matches or cooperative adventures, these nominees for Best Multiplayer Experience created communities, rivalries, and unforgettable gaming memories in 2024. And your nominees are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
What?
Helldivers 2.
What do you mean, Marvel Rivals?
Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Fortnite. And the Real Game Award for Best Multiplayer Experience goes to, with 52% of your vote,
where's Marvel Rivals?
Helldivers 2. So, congratulations to the team at Arrowhead Game Studios. You made a game that I would have been proud to have been part of the team that made. You know, as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, a few years ago, I was part of a team that made a game about orbital drop shock troopers who dropped feet first into hell. So, great game. Congratulations once again.
Presenting the award for Worst Bait and Switch, the YouTuber that rams pop culture, entertainment, and Hollywood news through the business financial lens of reality. Valiant Renegade.
Here we go.
The bait and switch. One of the most egregious crimes that a business could commit against its own customer base, promising one thing and delivering another. It's your old boy Valiant Renegade here, and the Renegade Nation is celebrating now roughly 4 years on YouTube. And since day one, we have made a commitment, a pact to our audience out there to always put the business and financial lens of reality to Hollywood, to the entertainment industry, and in this case, to gaming. And the gaming industry has committed some serious crimes this year, but tonight we're here to give you the 4 nominees for the worst bait and switch of the year for 2024. Not every game lives up to its promises, and in 2024, that happened a lot. The nominees for the worst bait and switch from a gaming company in 2024, which misled players with marketing, promised features, and just frankly didn't deliver on all the hype, are the following: Helldivers 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, and finally Dragon Age: The Veilguard. And the worst bait and switch for 2024, with 42% of your vote, goes to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Congratulations to Dragon Age: The Veilguard for s***ing more dick than Alyssa than a Thai massage parlor.
Presenting the award for Best RPG, board member of the Real Game Awards, Mark the Cyborg.
Role-playing games let us shape our stories and explore rich worlds filled with adventure, customization, and discovery. Your nominees for Best RPG in 2024 took us on unforgettable journeys, and your nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. And the Real Game Award for Best RPG goes to, with 42% of your vote, Metaphor ReFantazio. Honestly, great job on that one, voting members, because Metaphor was my personal game of the year. And honestly, if you've not played it, I would strongly recommend it. It has a phenomenal story with some great characters. It plays similarly to Atlus's Persona games, but with a lot more tactical depth, so there's a little more strategy you can work in there. And the setting isn't a modern-day Tokyo thing like the Persona games are. It's a high fantasy world with dragons and sorcery and all sorts of really cool stuff. You should really check it out.
Presenting the award for Best Action Game, editor of Clownfish TV, Neon.
Action games are at the heart of gaming, delivering fast-paced gameplay, epic moments, and unforgettable set pieces. The nominees for Best Action Game gave us the adrenaline rush we craved in 2024. And your nominees are Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And the Real Game Award for Best Action Game goes to, with 34% of your vote, Stellar Blade. Thank you so much for letting me announce the award, guys. This has been Neon from Clownfish TV. We will talk later.
Not every great game comes with a high price tag. The nominees for Best Value gave us great experiences without breaking the bank, proving that excellent gameplay doesn't have to come at a premium price. And your nominees for Best Value are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, The First Descendant, Fortnite, and Palworld. And the Real Game Award for Best Value goes to, with 41% of your votes, Palworld. Hey, congrats, Pocket Pair. Good luck with that lawsuit against Nintendo.
Let's play an NES game, something I've never played before. What's this? Huh? It's got my name on it? Just when I thought I've played every frustrating, ball-busting, rage-inducing game. Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit. Let's see what you got. And it doesn't just look like an 8-bit game, it is an 8-bit game, made for actual NES hardware. Talk about going back to the past. It's got all the usual customers, zombies, skeletons, disappearing platforms, you name it. And of course, everything wants to kill you, especially the bosses. They're big, they're bad, and they're ugly. Some of these enemies I've faced before. Yeah, coming back to haunt me. This is personal.
Yeah! But you know what? This is no ordinary NES game. This is my NES game.
Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, coming soon to the original Nintendo Entertainment System. On a real cartridge! And oh yeah, and the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and wishlisted on Steam.
Presenting the award for Best Early Access Game is lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Jimmy.
Early access games are those that offer the players a unique experience to be part of a game's development journey, with some of the best experiences being that of a full game well before launch. The nominees for Best Early Access Game really set a new standard for what early access can be in 2024. And your nominees are Hades 2, Palworld, No Rest for the Wicked, and Delta Force. And the Real Game Award for Best Early Access Game goes to, with 70% of your votes, Palworld. So as a programmer myself, I really appreciate when developers offer early access because it gives a unique insight into how a game evolves over time. And Palworld especially, because they're such a unique game and that they're trying to usurp Nintendo at their own game, so to speak. And really, they've kind of done it a little bit better. And it's thanks to that, with the involvement from the players like yourselves, really make it a special game.
Presenting the award for biggest industry failure, video game culture commentator, and the most dangerous man in 40K, Archcast.
The games industry has had a fair few rocky years in the past, but very few can compare to the tempest that was 2024. And so, the category Biggest Industry Failure exists to highlight those games that over the course of the year left gamers feeling the most despondent, disappointed, and just downright upset. You have been spoiled for choice this year, but your votes have narrowed it down to 4 titles: Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, Dragon Age The Veilguard, and Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. And the real Game Award for biggest industry failure goes to Concord, with a well-deserved 81% of your votes. Concord was by far the single biggest failure in gaming in 2024. A flop so resounding, it sent echoes through the entire industry.
Presenting the award for Best Video Game Journalist, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and YouTuber, Smash JT.
2024 saw a drastic shift in how video games and the entire video game landscape has been covered. And gamers have emphatically rejected how traditional access media has worked. In fact, why am I even wearing this? I'm a gamer. I'm not trying to be professional here. Gamers have turned to other outlets like YouTube and X to get their information in the gaming world. Because gamers have spoken and they feel like it comes from authentic voices. This year's nominees definitely reflect that and should send a major signal to the games industry about how gamers get their news. And your nominees are Savvy, John F. Trent, Kirsha, and Endymion. And the Real Game Award for Best Video Game Journalist goes to, with 33% of your vote, Savvy. I want to personally congratulate Savvy for winning this award in the inaugural year of the Real Game Awards. It was very stiff competition, and every single one of these nominees honestly kind of deserved it. But Savvy stood out above the rest of them because of, I don't know, I gotta be honest and say just how incredibly autistic she is with her deep dives and finding out nuanced information that nobody else seems to get to because of her dedication and getting into those nitty-gritty details that most people in the logical world stop before they get to the resolution. So congratulations again to Savvy. You deserve this, and I am so excited for you.
I'm glad Savvy won it.
Now presenting the award for Worst Video Game Journalist, founder of the third biggest Steam group in history, DEI detected, Kabrutus.
The nominees for the Worst Game Journalist represent the most baffling takes and the most out-of-touch journalists that we have in this industry, showcasing that doesn't matter how good of a professional you are, you can still be entirely out of touch with what gamers want from this industry. And your nominees are Nick Calandra, Paul Tassi, Alyssa Mercante, and Rebecca Valentine. And the Real Game Award for the Worst Video Game Journalist goes to, with a whopping 76% of your vote, and to no one's surprise, Alyssa Mercante. Unfortunately, this industry is filled up with people like Alyssa Mercante, journalists that don't even like or play video games. They are just in here for the money and for the clout, because video games are now a mainstream entertainment. This is why the Real Game Awards is so important, because it gives us gamers a voice in all of this. It is time to take games back.
Every year, the big three companies are anchored by their original intellectual properties. I mean, they're called system sellers for a reason. They're characters you know and the games you love to play. So let's see which ones you voted on as the year's best. Your nominees for Best Nintendo IP are Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and Splatoon. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 55% of your vote, Zelda. And your nominees for Best Microsoft IP are Minecraft, Doom, and Call of Duty. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 63% of your vote, Doom. And your nominees for Best PlayStation IP are God of War, Astrobot, Stellar Blade, and Helldivers 2. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 44% of your vote, Stellar Blade. Finally, let's hit one more indie trailer before we get to our last categories of this year's show. This is Tribreaker from Lily Mo Games.
Okay.
Presenting the award for Best Jiggle Physics, winner of tonight's Real Game Award for Best Gaming Journalist, Madam Savvy.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone, for voting me as your top journalist for the past year. In truth, I just enjoy digging through information and making social maps to better understand the industry that we all know and love. But I, like many of you, do enjoy some of the finer details in life, especially the ones that don't have to be indulged in, but when they are, can make for such a titillating experience. Gaming isn't just about mechanics, it's also about visual storytelling and creativity, and this particular category highlights just that. These are your nominees for Best Jiggle Physics: Zenless Zone Zero, The First Descendant, Stellar Blade, and Lollipop Chainsaw. And the Real Game Award for the Best Jiggle Physics, with 72% of your vote, goes to Stellar Blade. Art truly imitates life in 2024's hottest release, and we couldn't be more gracious to the developers for sharing their story, their vision, and their creativity with all of us. Remember, these types of physics mechanics are handcrafted carefully by creatives all over the world, and it takes a little bit of extra special effort to put these into video games. So it is my hope that you'll actually tag some of your favorite artists today, or possibly in the future, and give them a little bit of love and thanks for all the hard work that they do. They really do make this world a much more colorful and vibrant place in a way that no other group really can. So please spread some love, and thank you all so much for making this so very special.
Presenting the award for Shitty Ass Game of the Year, Internet icon and the angriest gamer you've ever heard, the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Okay, this is... Okay, I was not expecting this.
Another award show. This one's called the Real Game Awards. I mean, come on. What, like the real Ghostbusters? Were there fake ones? I mean, that makes no fucking sense. Real clever, Craig. Anyway, they asked me to present the award for the shitty-ass game of the year. If there's one thing I know better than good games, it's shitty games. So these ones are nominated by you, the fans. Let's get to it. So the nominees for the shitty-ass game of the year are Concord, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Dustborn, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Suicide Squad.
And the winner, or I
hate
guess
that
the
game so
loser
much.
in this case, is Dustborn. Dustborn, yeah.
Okay.
More like Dustbin. Playing this felt like digging through a dumpster trying to find a Twinkie that expired in 1994. Anyway, thanks for letting me present the Shitty Game Awards, the Real Game Awards. You real assholes.
And here we are, voting members, your game of the year. You suggested games of all sizes and genres, except card games. Sorry, Velotro. And your 8 nominees for Game of the Year are Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, The First Descendant, Space Marine 2, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Unicorn Overlord. And the Real Game Award for Game of the Year goes to, with 31% of your vote, Black Myth Wukong. Now, voting members, this has been an absolute joy bringing your voice to literally thousands of people online. It's an honor to carry that weight that I totally don't take lightly. Now, with that said, next year, none of this pre-recorded stuff, we're doing it live. So make sure to follow us over on X at Real Game Awards for more information coming soon. And big ups to our elite supporters and those voting members who have believed in giving gamers back their voice from the start. This movement has only just begun. Remember, you guys can find me Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time over on the Side Scrollers podcast. Look forward to seeing you guys then. With that said, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys next time.
That's it. That's all. We're done for this year. Now get the hell out of here and become voting members at therealgameawards.com. Use promo code KING and get $5 off your membership. See you next year, gamers.
So far, everyone really likes it, but
This has been your announcer, Duke Nukem. Hail to the king, baby.
all right. Yeah, overall, this was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but it's a great start. Other than nothing on. Okay, other than John F. Trent's other than John F. Trent's work, I do think he's done some good work. But again, with how he has acted recently, I would have personally left him out just because of that. But overall,
All right, there you go. That is the Real Game Awards for this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Did you? I hope so. Man, that was really fun to work on. And this year was a lot of effort. But it was one of those things where a lot of people talk. I like to do. And couldn't have done it without you guys this year and the support from the voting members. So please head over to therealgameawards.com. And if you guys like to become voting members, you can help craft. I see it was fun watching the chat. I'm sitting over here watching the chat go over here, and you guys are like, rigged. And that's the beautiful thing about this, is that it can't be rigged because you guys are the one voting. So I'm just the steward to your information. My job is to come in and take the categories that you guys want to see, go in
all right. Oh gosh, what time is it? Okay, it's only past a little past. What? Okay, that did not last very long whatsoever. And so yeah, all right. That'll be it for me tonight. So I want to wish everyone a good night, and I want to thank you to whoever decided to catch my stream tonight, even though this was a bit last minute. But hey, I'm glad I streamed this and watched it. This was definitely a great first start for Craig and Side Scrollers, and hopefully it gets better next year. There was no cringe-inducing moments, and the whole thing didn't feel like a advertisement. So, again, I want to thank you all for being here, and as always, this has been Ryder. I'm out.